it would have been a very simple thing for you to say to your MEPs in Parliament, look, there's an issue of doubt about our stance on Europe.
Yes.
There's this rather objectionable piece of legislation coming up in Lithuania, which has been criticised by many, including Amnesty International. If you had taken a stance on it, then it would have sent a very clear message, and you didn't take that stance.
Well, I don't. Well, I mean, the trouble is, I'll have to go back and look at this particular law. I don't regulate. In fact, I barely ever issue instructions to my MEPs to vote in this way or in that way. The MEPs have their own leader, they have their own group, and it's not something I just don't routinely look at their voting behaviour and say, will you do this rather than that? It's just, that's not the way the party runs. I am responsible for the whip in this Parliament and how we vote in this Parliament, and so, for instance, over things like the equality regulations or whatever, I look at all, I try to have free votes where possible on these sorts of issues, but I'm responsible for the votes here. I'm afraid, sorry, it's not a very good answer, but I don't, I'll have to go and look at this particular vote in the European Parliament.
But when you say you often have free votes in this Parliament, the Parliament from which you're responsible, if you accept, as you did at the beginning of the interview, that gay equality is basically a fundamental
No, sorry, actually,
human right,
you're right. No, I mean, I'm not the answer about. Sorry. No, you're right. The two votes are very different. Sorry, that's right. What I'm saying is, in terms of House of Commons votes, on if something is about a bedrock equality issue, then yes, of course, there should be a whip. But on lots of conscience issues, I think it is right to have free votes. But certainly the Lithuania vote, I don't even know about this vote, so I can't give you a good answer about that. I'm afraid I have to go and look at it. I'm not aware of that vote.
The Quakers want to allow civil partnerships in their places of worship. At the moment, that's actually illegal.
Yeah.
There's a vote coming up tomorrow. How are Conservative peers going to be whipped on that vote?
Well, it's a free vote. There's actually a Conservative front bencher, I think I'm right in saying Baroness Noakes, who signed the amendment. I think it's an important debate, this, and I don't rule out changes. I think it's right that it should be a free vote. This is a backbench amendment. It's Wahid Ali's amendment. I think it's going to be a free vote across the House of Lords. I think that's right. I think that civil partnerships were a brilliant intervention, because I think it made the situation much fairer between marriage and gay couples that wanted to form a partnership. So the question is now, how do you develop this? And I think that
you say it's a free vote. You want us to vote for you. If we vote for you, we want you to vote for us.
I do. Do you know? Can we stop for a second? I really want to answer these questions. It's really complicated. Either can we do a television interview or can we do a press interview? I'm finding I'd almost like to start completely from scratch.
I'll be asking exactly the same.
I know. Well, I'd almost like to start again, because I'm trying to give a sort of thoughtful press interview, but with the cameras on, and I find the whole thing actually.